Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. I hope everyone's week is going well so far. In this video, I'm going to be covering the update that is supposed to come out on August 12th, so in a little bit less than a week here. In my opinion, it's a really good update. There looks to be quite a few nice little changes in there, so I'll cover all of them in this video. If you would rather listen to someone like myself yap about the update instead of just like going into your notice center and looking and reading through the update announcement, this video is for you. So let's get into it. So I love to complain as much as anyone, right? Like I love to rant and bitch and moan about the bad things that or bad decisions that the developers sometimes seem to make in this game. But I will say one thing, I'm very impressed not only at how quickly they respond to the complaints and often backtrack to kind of appease the community, but I'm also really impressed with not only the quality of the updates they're dropping, but the consistency of them. They are consistently dropping banger updates, and this one is no different. So excited to talk through it. As usual, whenever there's an update, system goes offline, but this should be happening August the 12th. So I believe that's Monday, I think it should happen. So the first change is, and you've probably seen other people post videos on this, the Praetus Buff. So Praetus is getting a buff, I guess that's what you would call it, to his A1. So as it stands right now, whenever Praetus deals a basic attack damage to an enemy that has Radiant Erosion, he restores Rage. The problem with the A1 and kind of why they're changing it is because he has interactions with some heroes, Jira, that actually pulls off stacks of Radiant Erosion. So basically, if you're running Jira with Praetus, it like nerfs your Praetus because Jira's pulling those debuffs off in her kit. So their kits did not synergize. I don't necessarily know why they're changing Praetus versus just like reworking Jira a little bit, but that's the route they've decided to go. So that will be nice for Praetus owners, not me. So artifacts, I'm actually really excited. I love the new exclusive artifacts that get added, and they're also adjusting a couple existing exclusive artifacts. Unfortunately, I don't have any of the characters that they're adding new exclusive artifacts for, but they sound pretty good. Specifically, Trusk's sounds really awesome. So when deployed, increases block by 1, so kind of like a exclusive version of a Bastion ring, but it also increases his counterattack damage by 100 during his ultimate, and then after he triggers a counterattack, it increases his defense by 3%, and that can stack up to 10 times when it's maxed. So yeah, I mean, for the type of hero that Trusk is, I feel like this is a really, really good exclusive. And yeah, not only do I not have Trusk, but I don't have like a Cyrus or something, because I've heard that if you have Cyrus, it makes Trusk absolutely bonkers in this game. So unfortunately, I don't have either of them, but yeah, for Trusk owners that also have a Lord to pair him with, this exclusive might be one to look out for sure. Falcia's new exclusive increases her crit damage by up to 45%. It extends the duration of her demon slaying stance by 2 seconds, and then when her shadow slash is activated, she enters her demon slaying stance immediately. To be honest, I don't know enough about Falcia's kit and I've never used her to say how good this will be, whether it will change her. I don't see her used a lot. Maybe that's because she's exclusive and a lot of people probably didn't pull for her when she first came around. The other new artifact is going to be for Kineza. Basically, it's enhancing her talent to where there's a 50% chance of her gaining an extra stack of ki after she dodges, and then whenever she obtains ki, it increases her single target damage by up to 25% for 8 seconds when maxed. It sounds decent, but to be honest with you, Kineza is definitely on the lower end of like good heroes in this game, I would say. Like, she's not great, and I'm trying to think of where I've seen people use her. The only thing that comes to mind where I've seen her, I don't even want to say consistently, but I have seen her, is in single target arena and certain comps, but I don't know if this exclusive artifact is going to really change that and make a difference. Let me know what you guys think, but I don't really see Kineza being meta or anything like that anytime soon, but who knows. Next, we have changes to existing exclusive artifacts. So the first one's going to be Abomination's exclusive, actually. So his old artifact just increased his initial rage, which was okay, I guess, right? It helps him get to his ultimates faster because, of course, after his third ultimate, he goes into an infinite ultimate. And yeah, so I mean, it's nice, I guess, to get to your ultimate faster, but to be honest with you, it wasn't really enough to run over any other exclusive artifact. Will that change with this? Who knows? But really the only change to this artifact is that on top of increasing the initial rage, it's increasing his AoE damage by 20%. So they're just throwing a 20% damage boost into the existing artifact. I don't know how much of a needle mover it could be, but it sounds really good. So I have his exclusive artifact, so I'll absolutely be testing it to see how good it is. And then finally, we have Zealous exclusive artifact. Graveyard Opus is getting changed. So right now, his exclusive artifact it basically gives anti-healing. So that's not changing. It's still going to have an anti-heal effect, and then on top of that, it's going to increase his damage by 15%. I feel pretty confident in saying this is not going to change anything as far as Zealous. He's not a hero that anyone really invests in or uses, and that's not going to change. Zealous will still be trash, let's be real. All right, next we have some guild changes. There's a couple in here that I am really excited about. So the first thing they're doing is they're actually reducing the difficulty in APOC 1 for Simra. I don't really know where that came from. I don't know why they're doing that. I haven't really seen, maybe I just haven't been paying attention. I haven't seen a ton of people complain about the difficulty of APOC 1, but you know, hey, this will be nice for a lot of other players that are struggling with APOC 1. Hopefully it'll make it a little bit easier for more people to get that top 30k chest and unlock those absolutely juicy rewards that Simra has. The thing that I'm excited about, though, in this portion of the update are the new things that they're adding to the guild shop. So they're adding random epic demon soldiers that you can purchase now. And what I'm most excited about, they're adding mythic artifact essence shards to the guild shop. I am so excited about this. I don't know how many shards are going to be available to purchase. It might end up being terrible, but I don't know. Any new additional way they give us to either get gleaming meteorites or mythic artifact essence, I'm down for. Like, I need more ways to get exclusive artifacts and to upgrade exclusive artifacts. So I will take essence shards anywhere I can get them. All right, so for the next section, we actually have guild war changes. A lot of people are going to be, me included, are going to be happy about this change. This is a banger change. So they adjusted the update method for gear and artifact info of garrisoned heroes in Guild War. Okay, so if you're into GVG at all, you know that before reset on the night before attacks, you have to go through and you have to make sure that everyone's geared properly, because at reset, it's going to lock in those sets. Well, what happens now is that when you deploy your garrison teams, whatever gear and artifacts that you're deploying them with when you're building that team is recorded and saved immediately. So you can check it and you can update it from like the garrison page, but it locks in your gear once you deploy your units, which is so nice. So that after you get your gear situated for GVG, you don't have to worry about like switching things around if you need to do another piece of content in the meantime. So I'm really pumped about this because it's so annoying when you forget to update your gear before GVG starts. This will help with that. The next change has to do with the way points are deducted in GVG. So basically all they're doing is if you're getting your cheeks clapped in Guild War, the points that are deducted from the losing guild are reduced a little bit, right? So that when you're getting absolutely clobbered, you're not just losing a ridiculous amount of points. And then finally, they've improved the rewards for attacking the Central Keep in Guild War. So you can obtain more gold and other random rewards when you attack the Central Keep versus like the other garrison teams, which is nice, I guess. Now we have mode entrance adjustments. This I thought was really interesting. So they're adding a war room to the camp. So there's going to be a completely new section in the camp called the War Room, and it's going to consolidate the entrances for a bunch of other challenges. So it's going to include Demonic Crusade, which they've done absolutely nothing with since the first time. Hopefully they'll do some more stuff with that soon. It's going to have Tide, Void Rift Epilogue, Drake's Chasm, so that's daily guild boss, and then Simra, weekly guild boss. So it's going to have all of those challenges condensed into this one War Room section of the camp. So just to kind of show you what the War Room will kind of look like, this is like their picture of the War Room. So as you can see, it's like a separate area that you can enter from your camp where you can access Tide, Demonic Crusade, Void Rift, and Void Rift Epilogue. I thought it said Drake's Chasm and Titanic Ruins. I think it did say that earlier in the update, but I don't believe that's part of the War Room, so I'm not sure why that was included there, or maybe I just misread it. Next section, gear recommendations. This is by far the meat and potatoes of this update as far as what most people should be most hyped about. This is a game changer, all right? The update would be a banger without this, and this just takes it to a new level for me. So just to simplify it, if you want to see a good video on the full change specifically related to this, I would check out War Guide's channel. He did a full video on what this will look like, but it is going to be absolutely incredible. Essentially, what you're going to be able to do is you are going to be able to edit based on your preferences, recommendation rules specific to different gear sets, right? So you can filter by set, primary stat, and all substats. I could say for, a Soulbound Arcana set, if it has this primary stat, it needs to have 3 of these 4 substats or it's not recommended. You can get super granular with how you set up your custom preferences for gear, and you can sell based on those preferences. It's going to make gear management so much easier, and I'm really pumped about this. And the really cool part is that if I build a bunch of preferences, I can export those and share them with you guys, and then you can import them into your account if you want, as an example. So I might make a video on what my preferences are when the time comes around, but that is going to be super cool. So I'm really excited about this change. All right, the next piece, big thing from this is that promotion raid, they're changing. So a lot of people were, I didn't really care, but a lot of people were complaining about the extreme stage changes. So they are going back and they're increasing insignia drops from 5 to 7 on Extreme 1 and then from 5 to 10 on Extreme 2, but they are increasing the stamina cost to like your typical dungeon stamina cost. So whatever, I'm not really too bothered by any changes on that front. And one of the final changes that it's this super small change, but it's going to be a massive quality of life needle mover, is you're going to be able to directly enhance gear pieces on the reward page of your auto fights and your background fights. Thank you for this. So I can update it right there to 4 if I want, see how it rolls, and I can sell it right there. This is awesome. This is so awesome. You're going to be able to manage your gear so much better as you're farming. I like it. And then the final section of the update is just others, like some random miscellaneous changes. They're optimizing the gear and artifact info update method for auto fight record in the arena. So basically similar to GVG, my understanding, and again, incredible change, is that it will remember your gear for arena when you set up your arena defenses as well. So, so nice. These are so nice changes that we have been asking for, that we've really wanted. Like, again, I love to shit on Moonton, guys. I love it. It's one of my favorite hobbies, but this is an incredible update and we got to give them props when they do things right. And then another thing, I didn't even know about this until I was reading through it earlier. They're adding a reward enhancement feature for quests. So when you do your daily, weekly, monthly quests consistently, I guess, they're gradually enhanced as you complete them. So I don't really know what that's going to look like, but I'll never be upset about additional rewards if that's what it is. So the other thing of note from this section is they're adding some new variant gear special effects. So yeah, really excited to see what those changes are. Either way, it's going to be really exciting. You can also see the changes that I was referring to earlier with the gear recommendations on the update intro. So it's really cool. The filters are crazy that you can do. You can really get granular with how you set up your filters, and then you can export your plan. So it's just really cool. Great stuff all around. Really pumped for the update coming out next Monday. If you guys have any questions about the update or anything I talked about today, feel free to drop a comment below. If you did like the video, please click the like button. Helps me out a ton. And if you enjoy hanging out with me, as always, please subscribe. But until next time, see you guys.